All right, straight ahead, a middleweight matchup between Anderson the Spider Silva and Chael Sonnen. Well, ground and pound is a true art form, and whether you're talking about Khabib Nurmagomedov, Jack Hermanson, or this guy, they've all taken it to the next level over the last several years.
Yes, it's unbelievable to watch him take control and find opportunities to land ground strikes. Now, what they do so well is he does not waste punches. He usually will find one good shot and take it. He does not try to just go punch, 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 punch for the sake of punching. He finds position. He finds posture. He brings his hands inside, and then he comes over the top with elbows, or he lands these big right hands that makes his opponents pull up, and then he goes to the next position, whether it be submission or continuing to ground and pound his opponent into the bottom of the octagon.
And of course, it all starts with maintaining top position, which he does as well as anyone in the game. All right, so here he is, the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva. The pro record doesn't look like it did a few years ago, DC, but most people still inject the name Anderson Silva into the discussion of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
It's because Anderson is doing us a favor every time he steps foot in the octagon. He could have walked away and protected the record, but the lure, the draw of fighting still is pulling at the Spider. And every time he walks in there, we're getting to witness greatness. You feel it when Anderson Silva walks up the steps. I remember staring across the octagon and going, holy cow, that's Anderson Silva. And he has that approach. He has that appeal to everyone that gets in front of him, not only in the octagon, but in life. One of the nicest guys you've ever met is Anderson Silva.
And a renewed focus on recovery and physical therapy has allowed the great Anderson Silva to compete deep into his 40s, DC. You ain't going to 45.
I'm
There's
not
no
going
way.
to 45. Ain't
You're
no
out.
chance.
You're going to voice a video game.
I'm going to voice a video game. What a great idea.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. The American is 35. The Brazilian is 45. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
The main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 29 wins, 14 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Westland, Oregon, Chael Sonnen! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
The fighters touch him up.
You ready?
Well, huge buzz for this fight, and round 1 is now underway. A clash of styles in some respects between a grappler and a 5-tool player type, but certainly the more well-rounded fighter has no problem engaging.
No, he doesn't mind grappling, but he also has the ability to fight on the feet, something the grappler does not really feel comfortable with doing. He seems to to be behind the 8 ball a little bit, but let's see how he manages getting this fight to the ground.
Well, he told us on Thursday you don't get paid to fight 15 minutes. To that end, early takedown is there.
His ideal fight is a grind. As ugly as he can make it, it's better for him. And with this early takedown, he ensures that he can start to wear the gas tank for a long time.
Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Single collar tie now. So a combination of knees here. You don't see this all the time where a fighter will throw multiple knees, but if it's not broken, they'll fix it.
There's no takedown threat. If there was a takedown threat, he would not be throwing so many knees. But there's no threat of getting taken down, so he is just letting those knees fly. Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh, man, that was slick.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Silva. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continues to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way. The referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. He is doing a really good job of relaxing.
And he's out. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. 2 minutes remain in the round. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. Attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just swerve away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Silva. Lands flush. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, Silva's has got full mount now.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. Gotta be careful, armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round. DC, a lot for the replay guys to choose.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready? You ready?
All right, round 2.
Nice punch lands over the top. Ooh, nice right hand.
Sonnen's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Champ. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy. Leg kick.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. That could have been lights out.
Nice punch there. He had a hurt. Look at how he turned his hip into that leg kick.
Silva gets tattooed by that straight punch. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed.
Nice kick.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. And he caught the kick. Beautiful reaction by him there, DC. Caught the kick and immediately countered with a perfectly timed takedown.
I mean, John, when you can have a reactionary takedown, it's usually the easiest one because you don't have to go and find the takedown. You just see something, you counter and react on it, and it makes the takedown much easier.
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, nicely done as he gets the double leg takedown. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Oh! Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Wow. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
I mean, he's cutting down the side with these beautiful leg kicks.
Connects with a right. Oh! Wow!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landing. Both very powerful, very, very explosive.
Back to the feet.
Sit right here. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
All right, closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Ooh, big shot to the body.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio. The ability to be able to... He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
been out tonight. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotines. But the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Excellent. That was beautiful, man. He's hurt. You had him right there, man. You could have closed this off. You're going to do on this round.
All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
Third round underway. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it... Oh!
Close him up. Go get him.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, has the guard closed here. Chael's got his head looking for a guillotine.
He's attacking guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Wow. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent.
Just like this. Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Oh! Oh, now he's in trouble.
Brilliant submission defense there. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Obvious redness on the right side of his body. Sonnen's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Back mount now. All right, bottom fighter here. Maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Sonnen's right back to the full mount here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
"20 seconds now remain in the round." All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Chael's back in full mount. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, you like the thought process to go to the counter. Ultimately, the execution not there. That's a miss. Big knee there. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Trying to find a home for that right hand.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
His opponent's got him in the clinch. He needs to break away and get back to his range because he's taking punch after punch from his clinch position.
Sonnen gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit. He got caught there, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's got his best shot off, finish the attack. Where does he go now in the top position?
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Chael's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. 3 minutes remain in the round. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Sonnen.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Solid strike on the ground. Silva gets back up again. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out.
Straight punch lands.
Well, Silva's kick is blocked. Got the Single pump. Nice liver shot lands. Oh!
There's no tell on that leg.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Ooh, what a punch.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Again, efforting for the takedown here, and once again able to get it. So the opponent just not able to put up much resistance thus far.
He has not been able to figure out the entries. He has not been able to get ahead on the takedown defense, and that's why he's getting taken down over and over again.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Looking for a guillotine.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
And he's out. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Throws the left hand. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back to position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He has been committed to that body work all night. Certainly paid off over those previous 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's investing in the body. He's not taking out withdrawals. He's depositing into body punching, and now it's showing itself. He's made an investment. Let's see how that investment pays off as we go forward.
Always better to be making a deposit than a withdrawal.
Oh yeah, you gotta stop taking withdrawals in all situations of your life. Your relationship, you're fighting, everything.
Well, oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. An uppercut is.
Big knee to the body.
Oh, beautiful level change.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Sonnen. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Close guard. Man, look at the red. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
An attacking armbar.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh!
Follow us on Twitter and TikTok too.
All right, some really grueling work here in the clinch. Both fighters really struggle. High amplitude, going for the takedown here, and it is good. High amplitude takedown there, and he gets it right after catching the leg. So those are some high-level fighting instincts on display right there. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Good, solid strike on the ground.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. He's going to attack armbar here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. It's in there deep. There you go.
Sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstand, up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions, and now he's jumping on a triangle.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Sonnen's got the full mount. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. The final horn sounds. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 47-47. Judge 2 scores it 48-46. Sonnen. And Judge 3 scores it 48-46. For the winner by majority decision, Sonnen!
All right, so you don't see that every day, DC. Majority decision. So 2 judges had it for him. The other had it a draw. 2 out of 3, good enough.
But it just tells you how close this fight was, right? It was so close that the third judge didn't want to award it to the opponent, but he saw them as even. So this is a very close fight. He should be proud of what he accomplished tonight.